Of course, I hate the file AVF. Does anyone else hate the AVIF files? Those are literally the worst files ever created. So, getting into episode 15. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is a clear indication that everything up to this point is just the beginning. Because every episode after this has nothing but pure heat. And it started from Yuji vs. Choso. Episode 13 was probably one of the best episodes of the entire season. And that's even talking, going over Gojo vs. Toji, episode 3, episode 4 with Toji vs. Geto, and Toji vs. Gojo again with Gojo's Awakening. Those are all great episodes, right? Gojo's 0.2 domain expansion was an amazing part. It didn't make the episode amazing, but it was great to see how much love and care they put into that animation. And some of the other fights in Jujutsu Shibuya Incident are pretty cool too, you know. Nanami beating the brakes off of Haruta, Yuji and Megumi fighting Awasaka, Toji's first introduction and beating the brakes off the granny. All this stuff is great, right? But Yuji vs. Choso is really a tipping point of the arc. It just carries everything on, and once you hit Yuji vs. Choso, it's just intensity and just greatness from there. And I think this episode is the truest statement of that, because this episode, I hesitate to say, was one of the best episodes of the season, in my honest opinion. What they did to my man Toji. I don't know if you saw my tweet. I watched the episode a little bit late, but what they did to my man Toji awakened something in me that I did not know was there. I'm 27 years old and I didn't know I would have a sexual awakening this late. I'm obviously just kidding, but goddamn, what they did to my boy Toji and how he was just thriving, beating the brakes off this Octo bitch. To quote Maki, the whole segment of Toji just whipping through all of Dagon, Shikigami, throwing him around. Dagon throws him underneath the water. He gets completely constricted and eaten by all the piranha fish, and that doesn't mean anything, which is an amazing addition onto the fight, in my opinion. He just fucking breaks through those two giant Molochs Shikigami like they're nothing. The way that Naobito shows up on Dagon's head and Toji pole vaults and just starts doing the fucking stabbing fucking motion where he's just literally piercing Dagon so many fucking times until the domain just fucking shatters. Yes, Jesse, Toji fucking taking the Shikigami to the face and then just fucking biting it and spitting it out. They added so much coolness. Whoever animated this truly loved Toji. And whoever had complaints about last episode walked. It was still a good episode. I don't want to ever take that away. I know there was that whole controversy with the episode director being very upset and hating on himself and self-deprecating. I thought last episode was still really good, in my honest opinion. But still, there were some small flaws. It wasn't as great as a lot of people say it could have been. But that episode walked, so this episode could run. Because this episode truly capped the Dagon fight off with pure greatness. Toji just stunting on Dagon, just like fucking holding the playful cloud onto the one side, like moving around his back and then fucking whipping him again, sharpening the playful cloud. Even anime onlys were just losing their mind seeing Toji just assert this much dominance without cursed energy or anything. My only complaint about the Toji part, I would have genuinely liked the narration or Dagon's thoughts on when he summoned the two giant Shikigami, that those were his strongest Shikigami. Because it's clearly obvious that Toji just fucking beats the shit out of Dagon no matter what he does. But I think that small little mention of those being the strongest Shikigami that Dagon has at his disposal, really emphasized just how much work Toji's putting on the disaster curse. I think the whole moment when the domain shatters, to get back to that, and Toji's just slow walking while everyone's like, what's gonna happen, what's going on, and then he breaks Megumi and whips him outside, sets up the Toji versus Megumi fight super well. And the fact that like Maki turns around and goes, Megumi, and then Jogo's just behind her walking, you're like, oh shit, I know what's about to fucking happen right now. Jogo eliminating Nanami, Maki, and Naobito was super duper cool. Again, my only complaint is the misnarration of Naobito losing his arm affecting his speed, and that's why he wasn't able to perception blitz Jogo. Like, those are genuinely my only complaints, and those complaints only stem from me knowing the source material and the manga and already being aware of it, so I can even criticize this to a certain degree. My wallet, thank you so much for the $5 dono. I appreciate that. Regardless of Megumi's domain, Dagon's sure hit still wouldn't have worked on Toji, just like Naoya's sure hit didn't work on Maki, right? Exactly, my wallet. It isn't emphasized at this point because we aren't given that information yet, but Dagon's thinking process that if he's able to wait until Megumi gives out and the domain and his domain overwhelms Megumi's and his sure hit comes into effect again, he doesn't even realize that Toji would not even be affected. So because there was a big controversy when this happened in the manga saying that Toji would have gotten killed by Dagon had the domain not been turned off, but we got full confirmation that that is just not the case whatsoever. Moving into the Sukuna aspect of everything, Jogo pulling up on Nanako and Mimiko was great. The Sukuna entrance was one of the coolest fucking things in the world, and I think they truly nailed Sukuna's presence as a villain. Sukuna, from the moment he appeared, just adds so much tension and so much worry into the scene. Nanako and Mimiko not being able to breathe, and even Jogo being like, this aura of power is way different from Gojo Satoru. Complete and utter evil incarnate. Like, I even saw a bunch of anime onlys being like, why did you summon him? You summon him and you're immediately scared off your ass. But like, I'm telling you right now, like, they didn't know what they were getting into. This is Sukuna 15 fingers status, okay? Sukuna at 15 fingers is a lot different than Sukuna at fucking 3 or 4, okay? My favorite part was Sukuna telling Jogo he thought one knee was enough. Yeah, absolute gold. And I also think it's funny because Sukuna mentioning this kind of even goes into the chapter that we just got of Takaba bowing to Kenjaku and apologizing. Like, Sukuna goes, you know, the saying is, the better the man, the lower you bow. You must not value your head that much, which I love that as well. Saying that if you really were a good guy, you really were a strong person, you would bow completely and realize the situation that you're in. Which just goes into the Jogo versus Sukuna fight later, where Jogo wasn't actually realizing his full potential, as Sukuna tells him. Yeah, I mean, when Megumi's outside with Toji and Megumi's like, that was faster than Sukuna. Sukuna just straight up dicing and eliminating Nanako and Mimiko was one of the funniest fucking things to happen. I am super duper excited for Jogo versus Sukuna next episode. That is going to be one of the craziest things. And that's what I mean when I say, like, going into the rest of the season, it's nothing but hype. Think about it. Next episode, Jogo versus Sukuna, Megumi versus Toji. The fight after that, Sukuna versus Maho fucking Raga. In 2 weeks, we're getting Sukuna versus Maharaga animated. What happens after that? Domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine destroys all of Shibuya Incident. And then what happens after that? We get Yuji versus Mahito to cap off the rest of the season. Dog. I'm not ready. Nanami dying, Nobara dying. There's so much left to go. The rest of this season is gonna be crazy. It's funny because the trash talk on the season has slowly but surely, especially since we reached Yuji vs. Choso, outright died. I think the hate against season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen ended right when Gojo hit that 0.2 domain. Because again, Yuji vs. Grasshopper wasn't that great of a fight. You know, not too many people liked it. So I think people just like are mad about the fights they don't like being animated. Like, they were expecting the anime to improve upon the fights they already didn't like, which in my opinion they did, but whatever. Yeah, guys, what they did to Toji was absolutely insane. I'm excited to see the Toji and Megumi ending scene for his character. I am super excited to get into Sukuna's rampage against all of Shibuya in all its animated glory. It's going to be one of the greatest things in the entire world. And I can't ask for anything more.